Hi there, Pastor Benjamin Wolf from New Beginnings Church in St. Paul. I just wanted to talk to pastors for a few minutes about Messenger Boot Camp and the benefit that it'll have for you and your church. One of the things that I really see as an issue today when it comes to people feeling comfortable about sharing their testimony or sharing the gospel is really two things: intimacy with the Lord and hands-on training on how to go about getting into a conversation with somebody. I really think the early disciples are a perfect example of this. When they went to follow Jesus, they dropped their nets and they went and followed him for 3.5 years. Talk about intimacy. Talk about hands-on training. These gentlemen were able to go out and to be with the Master, to see how he talked, to see how he ministered, to see miracles performed. And then not only did they have that hands-on training on how to speak to people, how to love people, and share the gospel with them, but they also had this intimacy with Christ himself. As they broke bread with him, they slept together, they walked together, they worked together. And that's the two things that I think that we need as a people today. We need intimacy with God so that when we're telling people about Jesus, we're not telling about what we know about him. We're telling them about our intimate relationship with him, what he's taught us personally. And so we're not just telling a story in a book, but we're telling about someone that we've got to know well. And then also we need, the Bible says in Ephesians 4 that there's evangelists that would come alongside to equip the church for the works of the ministry. And we need these evangelists from Messenger Boot Camps to show us how to go out and how to be able to use different tools and different methods to engage people in conversation, to share our testimony, and to lead them to Christ through the message of the gospel. Me and my church went through Messenger Boot Camp ourselves, and I'll tell you, I learned so much when I was there. One of the greatest things that was new to me was how to quickly share a 4-point gospel presentation in under a minute to somebody when you're crunched for time. You know, no matter how long you've been serving God, you can always learn new tools and new methods of how to reach people with the gospel of Jesus Christ. And let me tell you that everybody that went through at our church has been really blessed, and has there's a new sense of confidence when it comes to sharing their faith. And as a result, we've seen just an increase in people being saved and added to the church here at New Beginnings. My wife and I are still involved. We went through Messenger Boot Camp 2 years ago, but this last one we got to come on and help and see new people and the excitement of what they're doing. My wife went to New York for a missions trip, and now this year she's going to be going to Love San Francisco. And it's just a wonderful opportunity to be involved with an organization that's really living out the great commandment of loving God with all your heart, and the Great Commission. Mission and intimacy put together is exactly what Jesus had in mind. And so I would just like to address you, Pastor, that's listening to this right now, and to say that if you would be willing to come alongside your people to go through this with them, I really believe that's going to be the encouragement that they need to begin to have a group of soul winners at your church. And so I really do recommend that this would be a wonderful program for you and for your church. Thanks, and God bless you. Have a great day.